Welcome back to the Find Me Alpha LCS versus They Are Here and Long Anime Schlongs in our semi-final matchup right here, as Long Anime Schlongs did take They Are Here down in the first game, as They Are Here and more importantly Garfield Juice was caught in the crossfire of the hentai tentacle porn of General Dill and the Alawi and the rest of Long Anime Schlongs. I am still Sean Minbung Shannon. He's still Dustin Starcraft Win. How's it going?
Yeah, pretty good, man. I'm a little flabbergasted after that first game. A little scared of things to come for this next game, but wow.
Yeah, I'm going to make a strong bet. I don't think we see an allowed to, God, that was tough, to go forward here. Just want to let everybody know that this is a best of three. So They Are Here need to win this game to force a deciding game three. And since they lost the first game, they are elected to choose sides, and they have elected to stay on the same side. So we're going to have the same sides here. Going to be interesting to see, though, what they ban out. I think the Alawi will
Yeah,
definitely
instant
take
Alawi
place.
ban right there.
Yeah, and I think I was talking right before this. Now that they stayed the same side, you can probably ban everything the same except for the Shen. And the reason why I say the Shen is that you can pick, well, never mind.
Well,
I'll just finish my point real quick and say that you could have picked Shen support, which is something that we have seen before from New Kappa Turk, and make it your flex pick this time instead of your Morgana. Um,
mhm.
but they're going to drop that Victor ban for the Alawi. And on the side of LAS, you're on the same side. Probably just should ban the exact same thing here with the Graves ban most
Do you
likely
think they're
coming
here?
in.
He's gonna first pick the Zereth if he gets through?
I think the Xerath is a good first pick away. Although, um, I think if you wanted to, you could have just done the same bans and then picked the Xerath away last game and then
Mm-hmm.
forced him onto something else. But that will be the Xerath
Oh, and
first
there he
pick.
goes.
Um, I am not a big fan of most mobile mid laners being picked first without knowing the
Mm.
composition around them or enemy composition. But I mean, you forced your hand with being on blue side again. So this is where it is for They Are Here, as they are on the breaking point uh, right now. As the victor obviously does get locked in, most likely going to be played by Kiramar in that mid lane.
Oh yeah, it's really good into it. It's definitely not terrible as long as you can just sign a side strafe. You're gonna get easy farm. I think Victor scales better in my opinion in terms of team fighting. We see a Trundle picked up as well.
Yep, and I think now, even though it really wasn't much of the reason why they won, you know that Trundle can both now go into the jungle or top lane. So you kind of have to, put half dozen eggs in one and the other. I need They Are Here to pick their jungler here if they want to see any difference right now, as the Talia
Oh, and this
does come
play,
in.
yeah, very nice.
Yeah, very nice power jungler, extremely good into the Trundle, as the Malachi is locked in very early, so leaving up more AD carry bands and support bands.
I wouldn't be surprised if Trundle actually just gets shifted straight to top now, because every time General Deal has played Trundle, it's been against those beefy, tanky players.
Yeah,
And
and the Zyra for Zorpox coming out again. They're saying if it wasn't broke, why do I need to fix it? And if it was
so actually
Baroque,
switched to Morgana
it
last
was
second on that.
probably Bach. But yeah, so they're it seems like they're like watching the stream and they just want to troll me. Oh, look, they're not gonna. Oh, they'll do this. Oh, they're not gonna. They're gonna do this. So I am the best caster in the world because my caster curse is so good.
Yeah,
As we
it
see the
actually
Sivir
transcends
coming out,
time.
it just yeah. The Draven ban, oddly enough, not prioritized by Long Anime Schlongs, but I think it's because now they have that Malachi um, to like
Yeah, and
just
even the Toya just to knock it up and the wall. There's a lot of stuff to stop Draven in this
yeah,
game.
this one's definitely better, but don't want to give that comfort. Obviously, feeling like the Sivir is still just this something that they don't want to deal with on the side of Long Anime Schlongs. As the Alistar, I think, is a fantastic ban against
I'd
New
like to
Capiturk.
see a Kaisa pick up a lot here because they're here's kind of actually lacking in that like long term damage.
Yeah, actually, if they are here, I want to see a Jin pick.
Hmm.
I think Jin is really good into that team comp. Ooh, the Quinn ban coming
Quinn
out.
ban, interesting.
Um, I think a Caitlyn or a Jin would be really, really good here on the side of there. Here, you could even say the same thing for long anime schlongs. Now, while Jin doesn't like going against tanks, there's a lot of ooh, that
Oh, that's
is
Jack's pick.
Jack's locked in. Probably gonna go for Neil Steel in the jungle.
Yeah, he has played it in the past.
Yeah, and while I believe that General Dill can play this Jax, more likely going to be that Trundle in the top lane to just try
Jax
to,
actually isn't that great in a Maokai either.
yeah. But again, it is going to probably be another 4-1 composition for the side of long anime schlongs. While they are here are coming down, and the
Ooh,
misfortune
Misfortune.
going to
Interesting.
come out. Probably running that Dark Harvest lethality. There are no real tanks on the side, so those lethality users, the Varus, the Misfortune, and the
Mm.
Jin, as I mentioned earlier, are really good here. And it's gonna be the Aurelia support coming out for New Capaturk in their game where their backs are against the wall. That's something that you kind
Mm.
of have to think about. But man, you get this guy enough gold on him. He knows how to play this champion. Um, StarCraft and I can tell you from firsthand experience, it's not that fun to play against when there's another carry coming out of the bot lane.
Yeah, it's just real difficult. Don't know about the choice of it into Morgana though.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be kind of negligible in lane phase actually. And Jin can also just get a stun on Aurelia as well. But Aurelia did recently just get buffed again because Riot is really smart. So this will be our first time seeing Aurelia since that recent buff.
Yeah, and then the Jin pick being locked in here. I love this pick for the side of Digital Love and Long Anime Schlongs. As we're about to get into normal champ select here, and then I can go look at the. We've already said R. Okay.
We've all said R. So of
Started.
course, same age old question. We see the team comps. Which one are you liking here?
I think it's gonna come down to the jungle again. And I
Mm-hmm.
love the Talia and Trundle matchup. I absolutely do. Talia
Well,
can.
it's probably Jax.
Oh yeah, Talia. Well, even then,
Yeah, but then same thing.
um, I really really enjoy Talia as a jungler right now. I think she's incredibly strong. I've been playing her quite a lot, and the early game is where we need to see Elucida just go off, and
Mm-hmm.
that's exactly where this Talia is going to shine. Jax may not, it doesn't have the healthiest of clears. Elucida gonna get a nice healthy leash from this bot lane. Go red buff, probably trying to look to invade. Um, but then again, I just, it's gonna be so hard, I think, for this Aurelia to make some plays with that black shield being up. But if the black shield's not up, get ready to see Aurelia just ult onto Jin's face. Um,
Yeah, pretty much on anybody. If they get a pick on anyone, it's gonna be an instant 5v4 with a Maokai on your side.
yeah, the Talia W, the shove, seismic shove into the root of Malachi. I'm really liking the way TAH have positioned themselves to force this to a game three.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, same thing. It just depends. All you say jungle. I think it actually depends on top lane. I think if the top lane advantage didn't spin so out of control so early, it wouldn't have forced the Hero's hand in other places and forced them to make mistakes. It all just kind of fell to pieces after that first tower fell.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely agree. It's definitely not the Maokai Trundle matchup. Maybe you can speak more about this. Is not
Mm-hmm.
as punishing as the Alawi Orn. But with someone like a Talia to come up is going to uh, just cruise through this jungle, and while in the river, having the celerity and water walking most likely while riding on the
Mm-hmm.
side of the walls to get some more movement speed can be in places faster than you're most likely anticipating. And I think that's a lane that they should focus, where you can get a route onto the Trundle from the Maokai, and then it goes right into a seismic shove onto the unraveled earth. A lot of burst damage coming out of this Talia, with most of her, AP kit just being front loaded right now into base stats.
Mm-hmm. They're actually seeing something phenomenal switch over to heal, it looks like here. I actually ran TP last game, and I feel like they didn't use that to their advantage very well. Most of it was just TPs back to mid lane from being pushed.
Yeah, which was kind of one of the questions that we had of why were you sitting with 2,000 gold and a
Mm-hmm.
disadvantage in items when you're the one with the TP. Now maybe the TP was down during those times, but as Aurelia does get locked in for a new Capaturk, uh, trying to just you know will his team forward on this pocket
Yeah, just
pick
kind
of
of
his.
force mistakes on the other champions.
Yeah, as
The Ignite on Morgana actually kind of surprised me into this lane, though.
yeah, I think it is surprising, but the only person you want to exhaust most likely is the Aurelia,
Mm-hmm.
and she'll be coming in, but she will be squishing, and this gen's gonna be going Storm Razors for sure. I hope to see the Halo
Halo
Blades
Blades, you
come
think?
out.
Yeah.
If the Halo Blades doesn't come out, I'll be kind of disappointed. I think it's definitely the best, especially when the enemy support is a melee champion. I think it's just gonna be you really want to force level 2 for both bottom lanes because whoever hits level 2 first, if it's the Morgana Jhin, they can push them off the wave. If it's the Misfortune Aurelia, then they can try to land a stun immediately and take advantage. These double ups are going to be really huge in this bottom lane as well. Compositionally, I think again, it favors the side of they are here. You have
Mm-hmm.
4 comfort picks now, as opposed to the 3 or maybe 2 that you had last game for the side of they are here. Um, and you have 4 roughly on the side of long anime schlongs, the Jax, Victor, and the Morgana being comfort picks for sure, and the Trundle being a flex comfort pick for General Dill. So, I like game 3s. I want to see a game 3. Long anime schlongs just bull rushed them. I don't think they'll be able to do that in the same fashion. So I'm going to definitely give it to they are here again. Hopefully they can prove me right this time. And if not, then my caster curse is amazing.
I mean, I agree. Also, the whole last game, even when they were behind, we were saying that they had Sivert a wave clear, but that annoying Xerath was just poking them and making bad things happen. There's nobody on their side to do that this time.
Mm-hmm.
Aside from a random Dark Binding from Morgana, but if they have vision, they'll be fine. It's all fairly short range siege this time. There's just no long poke.
Yeah, the engage is highly on the side of they are here again. Um, I'm also gonna be really hyped and interested to see how Elucida uses this Talia wall. Cause man, let me tell you, when you're at the Dragon Pit and you're telling your bot lane to play a little bit back and let them push, and then your ultimate comes and you're already on the backside, and you got someone like an Aurelia coming in and a Misfortune just to ult, you're either gonna burn some summoners or there's gonna be some dead bot laners right there.
Yeah, I think unless Long Range Longs communicates this really, really well, Black Shield's going to be put on Jhin. Even when someone like Victor or Jax is going to be cut out of position, it's going to be really hard to execute team fights, I feel like.
Yeah, I think the saving grace is this Jhin pick for long enemy
Mm-hmm.
schlongs. While the Trundle pick will be really good, I know that Neil Steel is really comfortable on Jax. The Victor's going to be able to stall and not allow the mid lane turret to get down. But this Jhin against a relatively squishy team outside of the Maokai, whose stats can be stolen by the Trundle, uh, that 4-shot, Storm Razors, Rapid Fire Cannon, Hail of Blades, excuse me,
Yeah, yeah.
is
If we get the
gonna.
three items, we're going to be seeing 1,000 damage crits every single five
Yeah,
seconds.
and you just don't want to be on the same screen as this Jhin if it gets to that point around the 21, 25 minute mark.
I just hate that champion.
Dude, yeah, me too. So, chat, we are 15 seconds away from spectator delay ending. Please get your hashtags out. Hashtag TAH win if you want to see a game 3, or hashtag LAS win if you think they can close it out here and head to the finals.
Finest finals. I think it's going to be some good laning phase. Load it up here. I just wonder if TH will play safer or more reserved because of the last game, or actually play the advantages of their lanes.
Everyone else is falling, they keep on calling again. Who was the best is the question they keep on asking. I am constantly smashing while I'm giving out crashing. And I'm flashing, hoping you feel my passion. We going for a ride, so the rest of you better fasten. It really doesn't matter, I guess it's part of my journey. If it doesn't concern you, then it doesn't concern me. knowing I'm that guy. When it's all done, you'll be the one with a black eye. Whenever I pass by, no suit or a black tie. We coming from the crowd, we about to crack through the let's go. No, we never wanna run, let's go. We about to get it done, let's go. It don't matter where we from, whenever you see us come, just know that we number one, let's go.
Yes, indeed. Let us go. Look at all those hashtags in chat. Man, we have a lively bunch today of 12 viewers, which most likely is just the AFK viewers of the team and
And
3
us.
more people. AI and then us. So
We did it.
we did it, Reddit. We did it. Looking at these rune choices, pretty standard across the board. I don't see anything out of the ordinary. Maybe the Airy is the only thing you could kind of have a contention with on the Victor, although it will make his own shield a whole lot better. Generally, we've seen some fleet footwork, but I do like both equally. I think that the sorcery tree does a whole lot better for Victor in what else is offered as opposed to what is offered in the precision tree.
Yeah, even in the precision tree though, I mean, he could still go like mana flow band and scorch or something.
Yeah.
I got unable to download spectator.
Yeah,
game.
I also got that as well. So give me a second while I try to jump in, because this is about to be awkward as heck. I'm spectating General Dill.
Yeah, it makes it.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Let's reload. Strange game.
Of course, a game with General Dill has spectator glitches. Bugcatcher Dill on it again, everybody.
He's still mad about last night.
Why? With what?
That Zed.
What about the Zed? Who General Dill is?
Yeah.
Why would he be mad about it?
Just mad at you, Sean.
Yeah. Well, be mad at Sean. Don't be mad at Minbung. That guy's pretty cool, I hear.
Hopefully I load up this time.
I have
and there we
loaded.
go. Yep, we're in it.
Yeah, thank goodness. As we do see some pings coming out, as we are in here in Game 2 in our semifinal matchup, best of 3 of They Are Here versus Long Anime Schlongs. As Long Anime Schlongs, I believe, have all selected champions. Oh, nope, we got one Mastery level 5 in there. Rip.
Yeah, it just kind of ruins the whole picture. Looks like Maokai loaded in late there, actually. He's just getting out of the fountain. They're about to run straight into this misfortune here. They got the ward. The flash stone, nice flash from him to get out.
Yeah, definitely a nice early flash from the side of Needless Steel to force the flash out of Jirachi. But I think he could have ended the counter-strike, couldn't he? That's how Jack...
Yeah, he could have done that like during the flash animation, too. He like flashed and then tried to get even more on top of him. Yeah, it's going to be huge for their lane if there's one Morgana binding going down, or even just a Jin W, and that's in a world of pain.
Look at this troll. Look at this troll right here.
Time to troll.
As that is going to be something that I feel that Neil Steel needs to take advantage of, though we talked about this jungle matchup, and knowing that the enemy jungler does not have flash is something that I feel that Elucida can take advantage of here in the early game.
Also, especially as Talia is one of the strongest duelists for no good reason.
Yeah, as both junglers will be starting on their bottom side, getting nice leashes as Talia is about to finish that camp off right there, and Jax as well, so roughly around the same time here. But Garfield is probably going to have a whole lot better laning. Took Grasp this time instead of the Aftershock, and also just a passive from Malachi. More of his comfort champion as well.
I'm kind of interested though, especially knowing how much they're going to be fighting, you would think that Malachi would go Doran Shield. See, even right now they're trading, and the Malachi dropped his Corrupting Potion after the fight started, so he didn't really get any advantage of the extra damage that Corrupting Potion gives you.
Yeah,
look at that right now, Tunnel's just chunking him down every 3 or 4 seconds with that bite. Hits level 2 again. Yep, and just pushes him off the minions.
Probably going to be seeing, you know, another level 3 all-in from here. Get the pillar, at least force the flash, as this bot lane here, I believe, was hit level 2 first by New Capaturk, but they do
got a nice open Capaturk, can't follow up on it.
Yeah. As they do have vision of Neil the Still here at the Raptor camp. Really interesting.
Yeah, Phenomenal's going to drop the W down. Can't do much else. Just steals one chicken.
Oh, but they do have vision of Elucida invading on this red buff. So they know where both junglers are. And neither
Phenomenal's actually
Steel
going to start
and...
roaming down. They're
yeah.
trying to try to pinch him with all three.
Here comes Elucida. Does have Smite available?
Yeah, just flashes, gets out of there real quick.
Yeah, unfortunate. Very nice ward placed right there.
Yeah, it's actually going to put Neil up in a 4 CS advantage and get that heroic buff on top of him. He's got dull buffs longer. We got a little bit of trading going down bottom. Makes it rain. Then just kind of backs off. Takes the trade. And actually, Aurelia took a lot of damage off that.
Yep. Elucida here and this top lane.
Jardo's actually out of mana. As long as he gets that red buff proc, I would say give the kill to Talia. And they do. Nice first blood.
Yep, we're good first blood from Elucida. I talked about this in the pregame. All you have to do is just gank that top lane. He didn't burn any summoner spells, so that's kind of good. But he will burn the TP. I would want to see a regank here from Elucida.
And actually, Jack's doing a really good job of covering that. Oh, again, the press the attack on top of and red buff on Talia, but he has no flash from that level 1. Can't finish the kill off.
Oh, the red buff tickets up. 28 health. Not even close.
All planned. Let's get a little left and Talia on the way out.
Why is no one commenting in stream? This game is so good.
I know, this is probably the best game I've seen all day. It's not even late. It's like 11 o'clock.
I know, come on, guys.
We've had game 1 start earlier than this. Later.
Yeah. We've had game 2s not start at all, you know? So.
Yeah. Yikes.
Please don't clip that. Please don't clip that. It's all fun and memes, right? Yeah, yikes indeed, I know. Holy crap. Sorry, I had to get that one out.
Very good. Kind of a calm laning phase going on here. A little bit of trading going on. I don't know what the nice pillar actually. Oh, and Makai goes back in for some reason. Keeps taking a chunk of damage. Gonna regen with the grass and just back off with about a third of his health.
Fairly even trade for both sides, although General Dill does have the minion wave advantage, so that's why he kind of comes out for better. And also just really annoying that Trundle, while you're fighting, if you kill any minions, it actually helps him. Just because of his passive. And it doesn't matter if they're your minions or his. Annoying.
Anything at all. Oh, and I'm really trying to get in there. Gets a nice stun on Morgana, actually. Still can't be followed up. It seems like this is a general trend. Mikavachuk's going in hard, but MF early can't really do anything to follow that up if there's no minion wave to queue off of.
Yeah, definitely. I agree with that. Yeah, okay. Looking to see Elucida, you know, down 6 CS, but up 300 gold as Hirmar is really getting poked out by Simply Phenomenal here. This is really good for the side of there here, although he is down 400 in gold.
Yeah, he's got like 20 CS, and he's actually out of mana just from all this. He's more prioritizing spamming and hitting him with abilities than the minion wave right now.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's okay, but I don't think you really want to be trading that much farm.
Oh yeah, definitely not. 21 CS in the first 6 minutes of the game. It's not what you want to be looking at.
Yeah. Ooh, that double up damage is going to start to hurt. I think whatever bot lane can find a back timer here first is going to have a lot of pressure.
Yeah, neither of them were getting TP and no unsealed spellbook this time.
Yeah, Garfield Juice burning a flash as the pillar kept him in turret range. So, no summoners for the side of this Malachi in the top lane.
Yeah, we've had Jack actually looking around in the jungle, putting out a pink ward in a nice spot in the enemy red. I think he was looking around for Talia but couldn't find him.
Yeah.
Now would be a really good time for Neil to come gank top and kind of even the score, actually, especially with him pushing with no flash.
Yeah, definitely. Also really low on the mana. New Capiturk just keeps searching for these stuns, not able to find it.
Kind of padding his CC score.
Yeah.
Who's got the top CC score in the league?
I don't know if we keep that.
We should. So he's clearing that pink ward, getting the vision back down, plays one of his own. We've actually got a fight going on top lane.
Yeah, he has ultimate.
Starts whacking away. Yeah.
But he has no vision of where Talia is, so that's probably why he broke off.
Actually leveled up. If he wanted to fight there, I think he could have easily won that.
Garfield just has no mana whatsoever. He can't contest any of this.
I don't know why he's going up for minion wave at all right now. Yeah, I think John was actually surprised with how confidently Maka was fighting. He must have thought that Talia was around the corner.
Yeah, Talia is level 6 and at blue buff now, so that is something. Yeah. Generally, you think, hey, there's no reason
Oh,
why
Jackson
these
searching
people.
gets her a second too late.
There's no reason why this guy should be playing this far forward onto me. Oh, cannon and rip. There's no reason why he should be playing this far forward. He has to have help. So, and then you go and check and see if Atilia's there, and you're like, wait, he baited me. How'd you bait it?
So about 8 minutes here. The goal differential is about negligible. We've got top and bot lane losing for there here, but it's getting made up by their jungle right now.
Bot lane is what you mean top and mid?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, definitely. I totally agree. Yeah. As we do see the lethality rush coming out here, everyone's kind of had their first back so far. Again, I really wanted to see a Bramble Vest come out
See a
here.
ping here from Talia. Looks like he's trying to ult in around them if possible. Actually got themselves cornered off. Nice stun going in from all the game going on. Jin flashes over the wall. Really just gonna keep chasing here. He'll go straight through. Burns about the Conqueror. Really nice gank right there from Talia.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic use of that Talia wall. Burning both flashes and the summoner heal out of Digital Love. Zorpox had a nice binding on the back end of that to stop Elucida from doing anything else, but it forced out the flash from New Capiturk as
And we see it coming in from the other side of the map. We've got Jax jumping on top. Trundle's gonna instantly jump on top of him as well. Gonna keep chopping. He's actually taking it. He gets the regen from the ult. The perfectly fine, really nice gank to get it back on the top side.
Yeah, that's a massive gank right there. Blue team does secure the air drake, so General Dole's not going to be too happy about that one. But, playing to their strong sides of the map, this is what we talked about at the pre-game of Game 1, their win conditions. This bot lane right here, oh, nope.
Yeah, I thought they were going to meet in the river for a second. Well, actually, really nice outcome by here, Mara, but if they can get the stun here, we got the instantly flash. Actually drops the ult on top of Aurelia. Sticking away, gets a nice kill right there in the 2v1. We've got Talia coming off the backside, pulling him down, misses the chunk. And Jax is actually going to jump on top. There flashes away. Ends up being a 1 for none by the end of it. Really nice turn right there by Victor, though.
Yeah, a nice turn by Victor, able to dodge every single skill shot, even the ones he couldn't see. Or I guess he could see. There is a red ward right there that he just placed. Hansu, oh, and I think I know who's DC'd.
Yeah, I could take a wild guess. Well, actually, it was Jin that time. After a really slow first 7 or 8 minutes of the game, just a lot of chaos going on throughout there. Like you said, after everyone's getting that first recall, starting to get a little bit of a power spike going on with their itemization.
Yeah, I think it's really interesting, we do see the Bramble Vest actually coming up for the Maokai, so I think overall better itemization here. Unfortunately, didn't have that for the tower dive. I think that could have really helped in maybe getting a 1-for-1 trade. But this misfortune is going to come online very, very soon. 20 CS up, has a kill participation, I believe is 500 gold ahead at this moment. But what I want to look at is the number of pink wards. There's 2 on the side of they are here with 1 on the map. But on the side of Long Anime Schlongs, there are 3 on the field, if I'm not mistaken, and 4 in the inventory. So trying to use this vision control to help escalate their lead.
Yeah, they definitely gonna try to. I think I'd love to see them try to push towards that rift again. They have a giant advantage top side. They've already lost Dragon. They don't have anything to really prioritize in that bottom lane. Getting that crack in the first tower, I think, would just make that same kind of snowball effect that happened last game.
Yeah, I agree. Now with the dragon being down, you may, I don't know, I can't look, but it doesn't seem like there's much tower damage on any towers at this moment. There is a world in which you push out this lane with the MF that she's recalling right now, although it's probably not going to happen as you see New Capiturk feigning towards the bot side, bot lane, but to where you could have recalled your bot lane to go top with Garfield Juice, and now that you know there is no subjugate on the Trundle, you can either try to force a dive or try to force a tower down with Talia as well, because Talia can path on the top side as we're going to come out of the pause now.
Yeah, and like you said, we're going to see the MF recall sitting on about 1,200 gold.
Probably not going to be able to finish the Ghost Blade here, or the...
No, just grab the Warhammer and some pink wards.
Okay, there we go. Some more pink wards inside of there here.
See things going on in the mid lane, missing. We actually see more fighting going on top side. Charles going to keep taking bites out of Maokai, keep chunking that health down whenever possible. But like you said, we do see Talia trying to come top side, but actually top steps on a pink ward placed down by Jax. It's going to have to recall and maybe come back later.
Yeah, I want to see this Talia ultimate used on cooldown. And not even top side, because you don't have an advantage here. Go bot lane. Jhin still doesn't have flash up. Your ult is coming back up right now. You've completed your jungle item. You're on a nice power spike, because 80 AP this early is absolutely massive.
Oh yeah, that on top of Aurelia stun, on top of MF ult, it was just too easy for them last time.
Yeah, that double up hitting right there. Really, really
but
nice.
Yeah, Jax, really smart play by Neil here. Actually saw Talia recalled, started up the other but actually instead there's going to be fighting going on top side. Oh, Maokai gets a nice flash to get away. Jax jumps, but the counter-strike had already ended. He's going to get safety of his tower. You see Victor here wrapping around on top there. They could just got a 3-man dive. Maokai's got nowhere to go right now and a lot of trouble headed their way.
Yep. Oh, man. Digital Love just going down to Aurelia right here as the resets come out. This bot lane nice just doing major work right now.
Jokes on directed cam. All the action was top. Just the ridiculous Aurelia ult. Pretty much you said off of cooldown. Got the ignite off and they got a nice clean kill. Long range Longs is going to trade and get this top tower first. Actually, a TP heading down bot side for some reason.
Yeah, I'm not too sure about this. One, the TP in general, but then even choosing to not TP on the minion that was targeted. Are you going to try to force down 2? I'm not entirely sure what this is. You're trading it over for Herald at this moment. So you need to get this because you've invested so much.
Yeah, I think the call was keep pushing 2 towers. They thought they were going to go for Rift. And they actually could, but they only have 1 minion left here, and they're not tanky enough to actually just stand on top of the tower. As we see Neil Steel on top of Ripchild right now, kind of getting that after the 1-for-1 tower trade.
Yeah, so much invested from the side of there here. The TP, I think, was a little bit ambitious, and then also misplaced on the minion. But you try to force the issue, maybe make them respond and get them off Herald if they feel like you're going to do it. But they just recall everybody except for Neil and Long Animation Long to kind of get that Herald.
Now, all in all, completely perfect trade. Even after they lost the initial trade bottom with both their champions, you see they're still ahead a little bit of that gold lead. They got the first tower, more importantly, they got the gold onto those people. And the Rift is going to be huge with their solo push and comp.
Yep. General Dill taking away this blue buff right now. Talia is going to find that out here in just a bit, but a little bit, unfortunately, too late.
Yeah, that takes down 500. Head across the corner now and it will be gone.
So now they're initiating a lane swap, and I think this is fine. This is something that we just talked about, and I think the Talia wall is up and available, although the Subjugate and Flash are available as well for this Trundle. Probably can't do the same thing you did at this bot lane in abusing them.
And actually, Talia goes in a little bit early by herself right there.
Subjugate coming down.
Interesting on that. I'm actually both going to run away 2v1 thinking that someone's on the way. On the other side right there, nice push right there by Talia. Takes up Jax hard, but Victor's going to bring chase, but drop the ult on top of him. Taking away, can get 1 more Q, and it gets the shutdown gold and the red buff transfer. And meanwhile, also we were seeing a trade.
God!
Yeah, we're just having... oh my god, what a gorgeous Q. We got the bounce from MF, cleans up General Dillon. Meanwhile, Long Range Long is pushing bottom lane after killing Garfield juice there, and we'll be able to take down this tower.
Aurelia backing right here. Gotta be able to get the... Oh my god. He got the back off.
Yeah, Neo just says, see you later. Just kind of gives them a go without a warning there. That was complete action in all 3 lanes of the map right there. By the end of that, we've got saw 3 kills for 2. Actually did not get that bottom tower either. For a nice kind of push by Zera.
My goodness. We had action going in mid lane. They were doing stuff bot. They were doing stuff top. Tower diving. Using ultimates all around. And when it's all said and done, it's only a 200 gold lead for the side of they are here.
Yeah, so it went from a 300 gold lead in one way to 200 gold in the other direction. It's only 500 gold swing. It's him fighting over Rift Herald over here, our Scuttle Crab. Actually got 4 members of they are here just around this bottom river, while Long Range Songs is on the back foot with their bot lane on the way over right now. Dragon is live. We're going to see if they can get the nice kind of gesture here, see who can jostle for it.
Now, I will say this. We got some big ultimates up for the side of Long Enemy Schlongs. The only one that's not, the only 2 that are not up yet is the Chaos Storm. Oh, nice!
Giant side big chopper on Victor. Well, we actually have Neil still going ahead. He gets a nice stun out on Nuke out of the turret, but it gets saved right there. Something's wrong with a huge hit with the Q. This way with a slither of his health in Aurelia. Trumbull wants to go in, but he can't get anybody else to follow him back up.
My goodness, what a great timed, well-timed play from the side of Elucida. Didn't have vision right there, only using the Scuttle Crab to judge the distance of when he probably was walking there. And the way that it comes out in the end is a pick for them and most likely this Mountain Drake.
Oh yeah, the jungle is dead, and especially with how low the bot lane to Long Range Longs is, they will definitely pick up this Mountain Drake to put on top of the air that they already have.
Yeah, my goodness. This is exactly what you want to see from there here. That 200 gold lead, it's 1,000 now. Having to burn Shelly in the bot lane that far away, not exactly what you're wanting to have to use that for.
Actually, he had a little bit of time left on the timer. I think they might be doing it just because they don't know where it's coming from, because you can see they are here is actually clumping up mid because they think it's coming that way now.
Oh, well, no, you can see where it is on the map. Once it's spawned, you know exactly where it is. Oh, here comes the Talia ult.
Actually, get down Rift Herald. Yeah.
Yeah, Shelly actually doesn't get any real good use out of it. Because the tower already went down. So that was a, you know, more of a denial Rift Herald than anything now, with all of it being said and done.
Well, they brought down 2 people from the Long Range Longs, and that way they're trying to get a push mid from them. Aurelia's going to try to get the stun in, misses. Just kind of backs them off to their tower. See some trading bot between the 2 top laners. They both head their way towards mid to help their team. Gerardo's actually just going to recall instead.
Yeah, my goodness, that gold lead that was 1,000 is back to 200 just through farming. And, well, okay, the tower went down bot lane too. I forgot about that. But, you know, that tower advantage, not too much. With Victor recalling here, I want to see they are here press the advantage, but they're going to also be in a reset pattern with their ADC. As the top lane, you know, is massive. General Dill has to answer. He has TP. Garfield is going to be in this bot lane to safely farm. Has TP as well.
And even though the gold is the same, if you look over to it, Bearcat is actually sitting on 1 gold because they're waiting to finish their itemizations. In the mid and top lane, they're both sitting on over 1,000 gold, which would be a big difference if a team fight does break out.
Yeah, definitely agree with that. So far, this bot lane of they are here is doing exactly what they needed to, and I think more importantly, flash coming out. More
it's a little bit overambitious trying to get that poke.
Elucida doing a lot more in this early game.
Yeah, the Talia is just massive. Oh, nice stun right there by New Cap Turf. Nothing followed up though. Jax just kind of backs up out of danger there.
I'll check up on this. So we have 94 souls on the Dark Harvest of Misfortune right here. What is 150 right? Is when it gets the super buff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, right now they're kind of just ARAMing mid, which I don't really agree with against the team comp Long Animation Longs, but I guess if you were there here, what would you do in this point
I think, okay, so they do have bot lane pushing right now. Trundle's going to have to answer that. And then what you could do is if Victor ever recalls, which he probably doesn't need to, or if you can land some poke from Simply Phenomenal, like that, you have the go button in either a stun from New Kappa, and then a Garfield Juice ultimate send the kitties out to do the work. But Elucida's ultimate also can be really crucial here from separating it, as we do see a...
Interesting ult there from Maka, actually. All it really hits is the tunnel. The tunnel actually ult gets on top of it. They get a nice burst down on New Kappa Turk. They're going to keep trying to go in. Nice toss, big ties right there from Talia. At the end of it, it actually becomes a double kill on the side of red, and all they do is pick up Piermar on the other side.
Yeah, the 2 for 2 trade overall right there. So, you know, even gold lead. Both solo laners going down, and then New Kappa Turk and Simply Phenomenal going down. Simply Phenomenal also burning a stopwatch, but man, that seismic shove into the double up from Jirachi.
Oh, yeah, it's gigantic.
Yeah, this lethality damage is going to be massive.
Well, actually, we have just trying to go in there with the stun. We've got a huge, nice flash away from Lucida. Actually, a curtain call in very close range, so no damage coming out from the Jhin right now. 2 kills going on the blue side. Jhin has to back off. He's going to lose a tower here as well.
My goodness. Frontline misfortunes actually working right now for the side of Jirachi.
They're using it as a bait, and then these seismic shoves from Lucid are just massive right now. Every single time someone steps up, they're getting pushed all the way to their here's team.
Yeah, I'm really, really loving this Talia pick. There's just so much front-loaded damage coming out from it. It's just, and the Unraveled Earth is making it almost impossible for anyone to kind of follow up with that. Not because they have any movement abilities, but it's a zoning tool. No one wants to go through that and get slowed. So even just that soft CC going through, and Lucida's target selection on these seismic subs has been actually immaculate. Throw another rock, throw another rock.
It's just, even if that misses, they've got the stun from Zero. Like you said, they've got Makai. The team comp is just easier to execute. It's just all the squishies on the side of Long MH Longs are dying whenever someone gets caught out.
Yeah, exactly. Root into Seismic Shove onto Unraveled Earth. That person, if his name is not General Dill with Subjugate on, is most likely dead. And
even that General Dill has gotten caught out 3 times in those situations and died.
Yeah, and that's just because there's, nobody's following up. Here are 4-1-0 on this Victor, really, really doing a good job. Looks like we're probably going to see another fight here. I can't wait. 20 seconds. There is a TP up on Garfield Juice and a nice TP ward.
And the Cavatar's actually farming bottom right now, so I don't think they want to fight. They're just kind of showing their position. Elusida's getting a nice little shot. Look at that damage on General Dill. He's going to have to actually try to get out of there to get that. So to get on top of him. He's trying to do more damage on him. Got a flash from near the steel. Really nice. I mean, I fault, but nothing else to follow it up. The stun from Morgana just disengages it. They get a kill on top of Elucida, and now they can get that dragon pressure going.
Yeah, I think that was a wrongly placed seismic shove. He shoved it toward him.
Straight into him, yeah.
That was really misfortunate right there. The ultimate from MF not doing enough damage quite yet. Once that Black Cleaver comes in, it's just going to absolutely decimate the rest of the team. And as you said, the support, if you want to call it that, in this game mode right now was farming bot lane, about to finish the Trinity Force, I believe. Has enough gold for it. Gonna see it right now. So, oddly enough to say, your support has hit your Trinity Force power spike.
Yeah, actually, he might do the second most damage on their team right now, behind Talia, an initial burst.
How do you know what their damage is right now?
I'm just saying that in a team fight.
Oh, okay. I was like,
I'm not OGN, I don't have the charts.
I was like, how did you do this, bro? Let me know. Production.
Yeah, we're seeing a very smart Spirit Visage Rush on Troll. I usually don't see that, but against this Talia and Zera, it's going to be super important.
Yeah, I think the only problem is going to be if he doesn't have Subjugate up, and MF's ultimate comes across his face, he's going to really wish he had more armor.
Oof, yeah, definitely. So, as our resident jungler on the cast, how do you feel? I usually don't see this. How do you feel about the blue smite on Jax?
I don't mind it. I think it's like this. Obviously, red smite statistically is better overall. But if you're someone like Jax, or like myself, sometimes I go blue smite just because I'm not confident enough in my overall ability to do something, mechanically. That blue smite kind of covers that up, because slowing someone and actually having full-on damage as opposed to damage over time with the red smite. If I'm not looking to 1v1 anybody, then that's better. If I can get a blue smite on somebody then a Trundle Pillar comes out, or a Maganabine, or a Gen W. You know, I think that's overall better for the team composition. If Jax was trying to 1v1 anybody, then maybe I'd be okay with a
And we've got long range songs just kind of keeps them out of position with a nice 3-man push, pulling up that tower. At the same time, though, they're here is pushing top. Looks like they want to keep racing them here. They've got a lot of wave clear top side and nobody to answer it from the side of long animation longs.
Yeah, Hiramar's going to back right now. They're not going to be able to stop the back. I wish we could have seen a right of our.
Yeah, they're shredding this tower down right now.
Yeah, they have the Mountain Drake. They could have had double Mountain Drakes if it wasn't for that unfortunate play earlier. Neil's still maybe getting called out, but he doesn't see. Want to go in there. His jungle, he knows they were there.
Yeah, they turned a 300 gold lead in quickly into a 1.2k lead. More importantly, a lot of map where there's not very many wards for long animation longs.
Yeah, I think the only thing that also we're looking at as well, General Dill has taken. Oh.
Actually, gets caught. Nice fight over there. We got the W run Maokai goes over the wall. We've got Zerf trying to hit him. He's going to go straight out of his range. Good escape for General Dill considering how bad the situation could have been.
Yeah, only getting the flash out for a flash and 2 ultimates.
Yeah, the Zereth and the Maokai ult.
So, flash for flash. Not even having to burn his own ultimate, but I love the way Garfield just engaged that. He threw down the Twisted Advance first, and then flash W'd to not allow him to just get out of it. So he got rooted twice in that fight, and if Lucida could have chain CC'd that beforehand, probably see a dead General Dill at that moment.
Well, I agree, but I think that was really the moment to catch him out before he finishes another item. After that third power strike, it's either going to be a Thorn Mail or just another health item, like maybe a Sterix on there. That tunnel's going to be a lot of trouble for them to deal with.
Yeah, probably wanted to get some armor in there. He did go for that Bramble Vest, so probably looking at a full Thorn Mail right there.
I love when Morgana Q's Baron and gets like 300 HP though.
Yeah. Balanced champion, right?
So
oh my goodness, we didn't talk about the level disparity here. Garfield
yeah,
has been with his team more, so it is a 3-level disadvantage right here in the top lane. A 1-level lead.
Yeah, Flame Horizon to him too.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, well, it wasn't as fast as 19 minutes, but another Flame Horizon for General Dill.
We've got another champion we got to leave. Going to go over a quick flash from Morgana. We actually got an interesting TPM from General Dill. Cancels it, scares off there here. But it is big though. It's a flash burned on Morgana. And we've got the E. Oh, just barely misses there from Xerath.
You get 3 summoner spells for the cost of 1 ultimate. I think that is worth indeed.
Well, the big thing too is that the TP was burned from General Dill. They're actually going to clear the vision here and try to bait over to Baron to see if Long Animation Longs replies to this.
Yeah, definitely. General Dill going to just try to ignore this.
He actually got demolished this game. He's doing a lot of damage to that tower. Just took down to half health already.
Yeah. But I don't think he actually wants this under tower with the Malachite.
Yeah, not with the Bramble Vest.
Yeah, not anymore, because he will just tank tower automatically. Ooh, Hiramar.
Yeah, we've actually gets caught for a second, but nothing to follow up there. Out of position, but doesn't say anything bad coming from it. Still got the poke from Xerath happening here. Meanwhile, bot side, we've got more fighting, but just more wet noodle stuff as usual.
Yeah, Icy Club versus Pokey Stick in the...
yeah, the club's made from a tree, so nothing's going to happen there.
Yeah, exactly.
We've got Dragon coming up in 20 seconds here. Aside from that, really, it's the amount of split pushing I'm seeing from New Kappa Turk is kind of concerning to me, though.
I mean, when you're playing support Aurelia...
Well, I've actually got a whole side of there here coming over here. They're actually going to start that Baron with a... Oh, they are burning it down. How much damage again from their Dragons here? It's already down to 6,000 health, going down. We've got long animation songs coming around here. They don't know yet how much health it's at, but they know it's on it. Needless places a ward down. Actually, Aurelia is tanking that Baron damage, getting down. Riddle. Baron's still taking down that 3,000 health. Curtain call going on here. Makai is going to keep aggroing the Baron. We see coming around the side. Trundle's going to come in here. Oh, and tries to get the steal, but Elucida actually gets it. The fight keeps going on, though. We've got kills going on everywhere. Joshy with a nice ult on top of that. They're trying to chase down New Kappa Turk here. See if they can get him. Jax is going to keep chasing. He's going to blast plant away. When it's all said and done, they actually get 2 kills on the side of their here while tanking Baron and get the Baron. Just a giant turn right there in their favor.
My goodness, what an amazing turn and commitment from the side. of They Are Here, knowing that the Trundle TP was still down from that earlier exchange, and then having Malachi TP, although it was envisioned, that's almost what gave it away for certain. But being able to secure that Baron right there, absolutely crucial for the side of They Are Here if they want to force this to a final and deciding game 3. As Neil the Steel is going to try to solo out this Air Drake right here. He may be getting
He's
caught.
actually got 2 members up. Yeah, he's actually got 2 members coming over there. He's going to keep hitting it.
Oh
Oh my god, damage from the Dark Harvest. He does get the life.
Looking at it on freaking stream is just gross.
Yeah, that health bar just like it never existed.
Yeah.
Going back to that last Baron, though, like you said, they're committed to it, and it'll go unnoticed, but Garfield Juice really squeezing every bit of his health bar out there. Instead of backing off, he just stood there, tanked the Baron at 2,000 health, made sure that they could get it before they got engaged on.
Yeah, and unfortunately, New Capiturk was so low, but he was able to survive on the back end of that, and soloed Hiramar out of the fight completely as the support.
Got that stunned and ulted him, just queued all over his face.
Yeah, that Misfortune ult doing massive damage. Bullet time, it was their time to shine on the side of They Are Here. You know, I'm really, really happy to see what we have seen. Woo!
Oh, nice seismic shot right there. Turtle's going to be forced to ult. Can he get away with his health bar? At the same time, they're Destruction doing so much damage with that Dark Harvest. On the backside of it, we've got Aurelia just jumping all over the place, skipping around. Same time now, we've got Knockout jumping on top of them. We got Neil running away with his life. They can't steal that from him, but his teammates are all down now. 4 dead. They're going to keep pushing with Baron. Going to get this inhibitor and maybe more.
The support Aurelia, oh my gosh.
Nice hit right there. Actually, an ace. That's going to be GG right there. Really clean finish from They Are Here.
Yep, and they are letting us know that they are here, and they are not the only team who can win in this semifinals matchup, as they are going to take this at 32 minutes and force a deciding game 3 out here in the semifinals as Talia ults just for good measure. GG, game 2, we will head into a game 3.
Whew. What we like to see.
That game was awesome.
Yeah, it started slow for the first 8 minutes. It just ramped up. We had 17 kills at about that 18-minute mark. Just constant fighting. That switch between team fight and split push. Just great stuff from both sides. But they're here really just cooperating as a full, concise unit.
Yeah, my goodness. And I want to talk about who, really stood out to me in this game right here were the 3 strongest players that we talked about in the beginning of the game. Obviously, the whole team works together very well as a unit, but Elucida on that early game with, the Talia doing work. And then Jirachi and New Kappa in that bot lane. This support Aurelia pick coming out and doing a lot of work. Once it got Trinity Force, I don't know another support who could not even just take a mid laner who is 2 levels ahead of them out of the fight, but then solo kill them and then do an epic flank and get a double kill like that at the end of the game. I mean, They Are Here showed up, and we're going to have a deciding game 3. I am so hyped
first
about
game
this.
3 of this season.
Yeah, first game 3 of the season. That is no joke. And neither are these damage numbers coming out from Jirachi, who probably got 15,000 of that in like the past 5 minutes. Because
the last 3 Qs was like 4,000 damage together in that last fight.
Neil the Steel, and then both of those like game-deciding MF ultimates at Baron and right there at the Tier 2 tower. Well, we're going to take a small break right here, and we will come back for the deciding game 3 between They Are Here and Long Animation Longs. Don't go anywhere.